So you want to transform what you have in writing into a world-class presentation. And I'm the man to show you how it's done. Hi, this is Wilson. So I want you guys to keep an open mind. This is a creative class today. And so you need to have a half glass full kind of mentality. I want to paint you a picture of how I work as a creative. So this is my working principle. I work from what is known to what is unknown. Essentially, what is known means the best practices. Now, when you take a look here, you'll see the best practices or the known, and these would be the guidelines given to us by the LearnWise platform. So having the same headings and order as those given in the template. So what is in red is exactly what should be followed. That is known. The unknown is where you push the limits. It's where you get creative. It's in green on the screen. Let's get into it. I'm going to go to my browser here. I'm going to type in Canva, and it's going to appear as the first search result. So I click on that. I click on the first search result. So I'm going to log in. If you don't have an account with them, you just sign up. It's free. So as you can see here, I'm using an account that is free, meaning you don't have to buy anything for you to make this presentation. We're going to, of course, take the presentation option, and we wait for that to open up. On the search presentation templates, I'm going to type proposal. That's what we are doing. We are pitching. So we're going to search for proposal. So the first indexed term is business proposal, and that's what we are going to click. Now, don't overthink, just select what you like. We are going to go with the simplest business proposal template that we can find. And I like this one. So I'm going to, of course, say apply. Now remember, we're working from the known to the unknown. We are working from the best practices to pushing your limits. So I'm going to log in to LearnWise and get the best practices. I've logged into LearnWise. I want to pick up the M1 template. This is why I like Edge. It just opens up documents in the browser itself. You don't have to have the app. So we're going to use the guidelines here. And as you can see, we have to use the same headings and order as given in the template. We go to the first slide. So the first thing that goes on slide 1 is your logo and the name of your institute, the PVID, and of course the name, foundational course in entrepreneurship milestone 1. So we go back here, and we're going to edit these out. So we're going to double click. We're going to replace the business proposal with foundational course in entrepreneurship milestone 1. So you want to make this one smaller, and of course you want to make sure that you don't have any spelling mistakes. You can see right here they don't want any kind of spelling mistakes and grammatical errors or typos. Don't worry about the placing right now. First things first, get the content on the page. So the second step is to get the logo. I'm going to get a random logo, and you can get this on the elements. on this option here, elements, and you can search for logos. You go click on graphics, and you can see the famous logos or the new logos. Some of them are free, some of them are on pro, so be careful there. So I'm going to select this logo. So you make it smaller. Then the next step is to get the next content. Remember, we are first populating the page. We don't care about the placement, just populate the page. So the next thing would be the name of your institute with PVID. So name of the institute, you can drag this around. Now for you to add a new text box, you come here to text and you can click. It's very clear up here. You click to add a heading. I'm going to call my PV tag. We are going to say it's a tech company. Remember, we don't care about the placement, the font. We just want the content on the page. So we can get a subheading and add the PV number. You can say it's 1 or 100. So now we can worry about placement of the content. So you go ahead and delete what you don't need. And if our text comes in a group, you click the three dots and you ungroup. Then you delete the one on the bottom. Then you delete the one on the bottom. Then remain with the what you are having, what you want. So remember, you want the logo to go with the name of the company. So I want my logo to have the name Tagwood on it. So I want a font that is going to say that my company is a tech company, something that screams futuristic. So I click on this box up here, and I scroll around and look at the free versions of the free fonts that look something. Let's try tech. See that? Futuristic. Let's try futuristic. And tomorrow? No, that doesn't look good. Yeah, I like that. Remember, we are now at the part where you're pushing your limits, so you're getting creative. So you find a font you like, you can bet there's a better font, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at something better than what I already have there. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. And so you want to bring this text box to show everything on it. So you drag it out and make your logo, make your word a little bit smaller. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to change the font. Yeah, I like that much better. That is much better. I don't think I'll find something to match that. So I'm going to make it a little bigger. And our logo, I'll place it there. You can place anywhere you like, but you know, that works for me. So you place the rest of the text somewhere there. You drag it out to fully get the whole content. I think it's going to do better on it's going to be better here. So there you have it. You can make this one a little bit bigger. See, it's a what I'm trying to demonstrate here is it's a try and error kind of thing. So I'm gonna make this one bigger, put it down there, get the logo bigger. I think it's gonna look good like that. So there you have it. You have your page one. Now let's see what else is required of us. So we need an introduction and a team composition, business name, same concept. This is how we're going to do it. So I'm not going to add the strength and abilities and what makes us a good team to solve the problem we choose. So I'm just going to keep this short and simple. So team members. So you come here on page 2. You have rather than adding your text, adding a subheading, you can use what you already have here, like we did before. So you come here and say team members. You edit it out. So I'm going to say Wilson, CEO, Aurelia, CFO, and so on and so forth. Remember, we're just getting the content. We don't care about the placement. We don't care about the font. We don't care how big it is, how small it is. So we have team members. So you want to delete this one, where the picture will go. So this is how you get the photos of your team members in your presentation. And if you have it on your local machine, you're going to go to files, and where you have saved it, you drag it in like that. So you can make it smaller, you can crop it like so. You click on the edit image, you can use effects, you can crop, you can flip, all that stuff is available. So I'm going to make it I'm going to drag it in the middle here, in the middle left. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. So for Aurelia, I don't have a photo. What I'm gonna do is going to the internet and get one. So this one, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, like so. I want a circular border on this photo so that I can match. Now to get Aurelia's photo in a circular frame similar to what mine has, I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to search frames. I'm going to click on the circular frame, and I want it to be on the same size as my photo there, and I'm going to drag the photo in just like that. Now you can crop the image the way you want to, the placement like that, and drag it out like that for uniformity. Now I want to make sure that I have my name here and her name there, so I'm going to cut this and make my name a little bit bigger by dragging it out like that and placing it on top there. So I want Aurelia's name to be of the same font and font size. So I'm going to just copy and then paste the whole text. So you just make sure you have clicked on it. So you hold down the keys Control and C to copy, then you hold down Control and V to paste. That's for Windows. I think for MacBooks is Command and something, I don't know. Don't use a Mac though. So I come here, drag it out, make sure they're on the same line, and get Aurelius name on there. So Aurelia CFO, just like so. So you can play around with the colors. You can come here and look at the colors. I can follow the theme of the photo, so they can match. So you can see there. So I have a white. This is what, goldish, something orange. Yeah, matches with the photo, just like that. So you can play around with that. Now remember to keep your presentation in line again from the known version. So you come here, you have to place your logo and your business name and your PVID. So we can come back here. We got our name here. So our name and logo. This is actually, you can copy and go back to the second page and paste. Make it a little bit smaller this time round, because already it's on the first page. And there you have it. Beautiful. Now you need the PVID, same thing. You go back to the first page, you copy, then you go to the second page, you paste, and it goes exactly where it was on the first page. Now I don't need the other pages, so you just click on them, then say delete, like so, delete, all the way. So you need just have 2 pages. Now for you to save it on a PowerPoint form, you're going to click there and PowerPoint, Microsoft. So you're going to save it as that, and make sure you have all the pages you download. Let's see how it's going to pan out on the PowerPoint. So you say open file and wait for the magic to happen. And there you have it. There you have it. So you have your presentation there. So as you can see, it has some discrepancies. So this one was supposed to be somewhere on the bottom. It happens mostly because the fonts don't match.